This is a midsaggital view close-up of the plastic brain left hemisphere. That white structure being touched is the corpus callosum. It's a bridge between the two hemispheres. The left hemisphere is shown. This is the septum pellucidum, a very thin tissue. In back of it there is the left lateral ventricle. Cannot be seen in this model. Now taking a look at the little hole there that drains the left lateral ventricle, that's called the interventricular foramen, or the foramen of Monroe. The brown dot there is the intermediate mass. It's a portion of the thalamus that connects that left thalamus shown to the right thalamus that would be closer to us. This whole area there is the third ventricle. It's very shallow. And like any chamber, it has walls, and there are two structures here that make the wall. The upper wall there is separated by the groove. That upper wall tissue would be the thalamus, touching it. And from that groove downward will then become the hypothalamus, that structure right there, that wall, where it narrows down. All that is the hypothalamus that's being touched. This is the interventricular aqueduct, or aqueduct of Sylvius. It moves cerebrospinal fluid from that third ventricle above to down there in the fourth ventricle where the pointer is sticking. And that's between the brain, or it is between the cerebellum and the brainstem. Then the CSF goes down and out around the cord to the bottom left of the model. That pink lump is the pineal body or pineal mass. Not the tail sticking off to the upper right, but that lump is the pineal body. Rotating the model around, there are two bumps shown. Those are two of the four lumps on the corpora quadrigemina. Keep in mind, all these structures are bilateral in the brain. The white there is the edge of the corpora quadrigemina, and covering that thin, those double bumps, is the tectum laminae. That zone there is the midbrain of many structures that are not detailed out in the model. This is the pons, or pons varolii, that's being touched and encircled right there. That's the mammillary body at the base of the brain. This would then be the oculomotor nerve, or the cranial nerve number 3. It arises just superior to that pons. This is the medulla, medulla oblongata, starting at that indention going downward. That zone there is the medulla, or medulla oblongata. And then inferior to that would be the spinal cord going downward. That little brown line that's there becomes the central canal deep in the center of the spinal cord.